Breaking news, guys, from the 2019 New York International Auto Show, Mercedes-Benz just unveiled the brand new 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLS class. In this video, we're going to cover everything that we know so far, including where it sits in Mercedes lineup, some styling cues for the new model year, what sort of performance figures you can expect, the technology included on the new GLS class, what it will compete with, that's always pretty interesting, and then we'll finish off with pricing and availability. But let's go ahead and jump right in, talk about what the GLS class is. And if you didn't know already, the GLS class is Mercedes' largest SUV. This 2020 model year will be the next generation of that large SUV. And this one is even bigger than its predecessor. Along with that, it has new looks, new powertrains, more tech, more features, all sorts of good stuff. Let's jump in and talk about styling first. Like I already mentioned, it's even bigger than it was before. There's some minor exterior updates. You get new headlights, new taillights, a revised front and rear fascia, some small tweaks here and there that make it fit in with the rest of Mercedes' lineup. Specifically, how much larger is it? Well, the wheelbase is 2.4 inches longer, 3 to 3.2 inches longer in overall length. It's 0.6 inches wider and 1 inch shorter actually in height. So wider, longer, but lower, which is kind of a trend that we're seeing in a lot of different vehicles these days. Along with the updated exterior, the interior has been revised a little bit. So you have a brand new steering wheel with these touch control buttons, dual widescreen displays. They're 12.3 inch instrument cluster and infotainment screen. So really big screens on the dashboard. You get 6-passenger seating with captain chairs in the rear, or you can go for the 7-passenger seating option if you would like to carry more people. That's still an option. Mercedes says the third row can seat 2 people who are up to 6 foot 5 inches tall, which is great. I'm 6'2", so you can fit 2 people back there that are even bigger than I am. That's amazing, actually. And on the exterior, actually, you get 19 to 22 inch wheel. A 19 inch wheel is the standard wheel size. 23 inch wheels on the GLS 580, which is the larger engine option. Speaking of engines, let's talk a little bit about performance. So there's 2 different models available. The GLS 450, that comes with a 3-liter turbocharged inline 6-cylinder. It's a similar engine to what you see in the new CLS Coupe. That's their 4-door coupe. This one makes 362 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. And according to Mercedes, this GLS will do 0 to 60 in 5.9 seconds, which is pretty quick for a giant 3-row luxury SUV. Then you move up to the larger engine option. That's the GLS 580. This comes with a 4-liter twin turbocharged V8. It makes 483 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. That's a lot of power and torque. 0 to 60, again, according to Mercedes, 5.2 seconds. So a good amount quicker than the GLS 450. Regardless what engine you get, it comes with a 9-speed automatic transmission. Mercedes claims a limited top speed of 130 miles per hour. And both of these engine options feature a 48-volt mild hybrid system. So you get what Mercedes calls EQ boost, up to 21 horsepower on top of what the gas engines already make, and an extra 184 pound-feet of torque for short little bursts. This helps a lot with stop-start technology when you're at low speeds. Maybe it's not going to help out that much on the top end so much. Fuel economy, we don't know official numbers from the EPA at this point. Those will come out a little bit later. And 4MATIC all-wheel drive is standard on both models. So they're all-wheel drive. Let's move on a little bit with technology. Mercedes calls the GLS class the S-class of SUVs. That makes a lot of sense from the name. This means you get a lot of new standard tech features included with the 2020 model year. MBUX infotainment, that's a big deal for Mercedes now. It's their latest infotainment system, and I've had a lot of experience with this system actually. It's quite a pleasure to use, much better than the old system that Mercedes was using for a long time. Mercedes says the GLS class has intelligent suspension, or what they call e-active body control, like what you get on the GLE class. The car can actually kind of shake itself. It does this weird little dance, and it can help unstick itself if you're in an off-roading situation or a low traction situation. There's a new package called the Executive Rear Seat Package. This gives you 2 7-inch MBUX tablets for the second row, and you can control like the comfort, entertainment type controls with these little tablets. Some other options, you can also have second row heated seats and second row ventilated seats with wireless charging pads, and they can even massage your bottom, which is very nice for your second row passengers. There's something called the car wash function, which is a new one-button feature. It lifts the suspension to reduce the car's track, and it exposes the wheel arches in a car wash. So the new GLS class can make itself easier to clean for a car wash. It also folds the mirrors, closes all the windows, and turns off the rain sensing wipers. So if you're sitting in the car while it's going through the car wash, none of the electronics are going to be freaking out. That's actually kind of a clever feature. After 8 seconds, it'll also activate the 360-degree camera to help guide you into the rails. On top of all this, you also get a suite of driver safety and enhancement features. So you get active distance assist, which is like adaptive cruise control, with stop and go. That's always nice to have. Steering assist, lane change assist, blind spot monitors, a very standard suite of driver assistance features. Next up, what is this going to compete with? Well, it's a large luxury SUV, so these are some of the main competitors. First and foremost, one of the most recent entries to this segment, the BMW X7. Next up is a longtime contestant here, the Cadillac Escalade. You also have the Infiniti QX80 and the Lexus LX 570. This isn't necessarily all the competition, but it's just meant to give you guys a good idea of this car's competitive segment. Last but not least, pricing and availability. Well, for now, we don't actually know pricing. Mercedes has not announced how much the 2020 GLS class is going to cost, but they said it will be available this year and it will be built in Alabama alongside the GLE class and the C class. There you go, guys. That's everything we know so far on the 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLS class. I hope you liked this video. Drop a comment down below. Tell us what you think of this new large luxury SUV from Mercedes, and be sure to come back to TFLcar.com for the latest news, views, real-world reviews, and a whole lot more coverage from the 2019 New York Auto Show. Andre is on the ground there. He's going to be bringing you guys a ton more videos in the coming days, so we'll see you next time.